ignoring the threat of a possible lawsuit to air a new attack ad against opponent Paul Penzone.
Penzone tells 12 News he will sue the sheriff after the ad aired today.
Team 12 political insider Bram Resnick has the story behind the ad.
Well, Mark, the Penzone campaign was expecting to see this ad again after it ran during his 2012 race against the sheriff. It accuses him of hitting his ex-wife. But the threat of a lawsuit and a rejection of the ad by Penzone's ex-wife isn't stopping Arpaio.
4 years ago, Sheriff Joe Arpaio fired this attack ad at Democratic challenger Paul Penzone.
In 2003, Paul Penzone pushed his then-wife against a door.
The allegations stem from Penzone's breakup with his first wife. This year, making his second run for sheriff, Penzone was ready.
But this time, if he tries to pull that dishonest, dirty technique again, he faces defamation lawsuit by the campaign.
Penzone attorney Mike Manning issued that threat to Arpaio at a June news conference. Penzone's now ex-wife issued this sworn statement. Sheriff Arpaio's campaign commercial portraying Paul as physically aggressive during our marriage was inaccurate and misleading. It was dirty politics, and the use of family against an opponent is totally off base. Manning also warned the media against running an Arpaio attack, reporting Penzone was ever physically abusive.
After Paul Penzone assaulted his ex-wife,
Arpaio's 2016 version of the ad started airing Monday, and it's tougher. Penzone's response? His campaign will sue.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's shameful.
Polling shows Penzone leading the 84-year-old Arpaio, who's seeking a seventh four-year term.
He has to change the conversation, and he's going to change it with a lie.
ASU law professor Betsy Gray says Penzone, as a public figure, faces a high bar to win a lawsuit. The key questions?
Did Sheriff Arpaio authorize the publication of a statement that is provably false?
And Gray adds, did Arpaio recklessly disregard the truth?
It sounds like there could be a case that could be built.
Penzone is daring Arpaio to repeat the ad's claim to his face.
Then stand next to me with some courage and have the conversation. But he doesn't have the courage to do that.
The Arpaio campaign issued this statement, quote, "The campaign is not concerned about Penzone's threat of a lawsuit. The ad is supported by police reports and court records, including a sworn statement from Paul Penzone's ex-wife. Every embarrassed politician threatens to file a lawsuit, but so far, Paul Penzone's law firm hasn't identified a single inaccuracy in the ad. The voters have a right to know about the candidates they choose from." And 12 News issued this statement on why the station ran the new ad, quote, "As a federally licensed television station, we are forbidden from censoring, modifying, or rejecting candidates' television advertising messages. Thus, 12 News is accepting the ads in question." Also, Paul Penzone was employed by 12 News as an on-air law enforcement expert before he ran for sheriff. In the Live Alert Center, Bram Resnick, 12 News.